Hello students. So we have completed with our chapter number 8 pollution, and today we are going to discuss question answers. Let us come to the exercise and see what type of questions are given over here. Okay. So the first question is, following are some statements about pollution. What type of pollution do those express? So very easy, good type of question actually. The first question is, fog seems to be appearing in Delhi during day hours. Obviously, if this is a fog problem, then obviously we can say that it is due to air pollution. We have studied three types of pollution: air, water, and soil. Out of that, if fog is seen during daytime also, it is due to air pollution. Okay. Next, many times vomiting and dysentery occur after eating pani puris. In pani puri, you will drink the water on the open thelers, and it is not at all made hygienically many a times. So you can understand that what must be the problem. It is due to water pollution maybe. Okay. Third one, problem of sneezing occurs sometimes during a visit to the garden. When you go in a garden, obviously there are flowers and pollen grains are mixing with the wind, and they are being moving around along with the wind in the garden area. And when you feel like sneezing, obviously it could be because of the air pollution due to pollen grains and other particles in the garden area. Next one, crop does not grow up in some areas. Why? Maybe due to soil pollution. Soil is not having the helpful microbes, and that's why crops cannot be grown there. By persistent use of fertilizers and pesticides, certain chemicals, what happened? The natural fertility of the soil is lost. So here it is related to soil pollution. Last one, people living in a busy square face the problem like short breathing and other respiratory problems. Respiratory problems are caused due to air pollution only, because the polluted air we breathe in, it reaches our lungs, and the capacity of the lungs gets deteriorated, and we face this breathing and respiratory problems. The second question is, you have to read this passage, and what type of pollution is discussed in this passage, that we have to tell. Okay, so let us go through this passage. Nilesh is a student of standard 8 and lives in urban area. It takes about an hour to go to the school by bus. He faces the heavy traffic of two-wheelers, four-wheelers, rickshaw, buses while going to school. So you can see the traffic means it is directly related to sound pollution as well as air pollution. If there is heavy traffic on the roads, he is facing the problem of asthma since last few days. Now, doctors recommended him to stay away from urban area because of this sound and air pollution problem, and he has cropped up with asthma. Since then, his mother sent him to the village of his maternal uncle. Here, when he went to the village, Nilesh saw the heaps of garbage at many places in the village. Foul smell of human and animal waste are present in many places. So in these places where there is garbage and a lot of smell, bad smell is coming up. So soil pollution is indicated through these lines, and brackish water with foul smell was flowing in a stream. He developed some abdominal disease within few days in the village also. So when the water alongside the villages are also getting polluted, certain cholera, typhoid like diseases are also spreading. So maybe this is the reason Nilesh has faced earlier in urban cities sound and air pollution, and when he went back to his village, uncle, he faced problem due to soil and water pollution. Okay, that only you have to write down. Next question is about matching the columns with the explanation the effect of pollution on human health. Now, water contaminated with cobalt is resulting into paralysis. If constantly cobalt contaminated water is consumed, we face paralysis. Okay. Then methane gas is resulting into skin cancer. Water contaminating with lead. Lead, you all must have heard recently in the news related to your noodle advertisements, isn't it? So with lead, what can happen is mental retardness. Your ability to think will be deteriorating, and slowly, if you constantly are in contact with such type of water drinking, in that case you can face mental retardness also. Sulfur dioxide results into irritation of the eyes, generally on behind the traffic on the roads. Heavy traffic is there where sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, such gases are released. Here we face irritation of the eyes, and nitrogen dioxide is mostly resulting into inflammation of the lungs. So this match the following you all have to do. Next is your true and false. Water does not get polluted by washing the clothes in running water or river. Why not? Obviously it is going to get polluted. So this is a false statement. Even if it is a running water, after going some distance, these pollutants from detergents and all are going to settle down in that water. So this is a false statement. Second statement is more the use of electric appliances, more will be the pollution. Electrical appliances are the smoke free, and air pollution can be avoided. Then electric vehicles nowadays are coming up in the market that will help in reducing pollution that is created on the road due to heavy traffics. So I think this is correct statement. It will help in controlling the pollution. Electrical appliances will reduce the pollution, and here they are saying more will be the pollution, so that could be a wrong statement. Then the next question is a short question answers we have to write down here. What is pollution? So definition of pollution on the first day only we have discussed. What is pollution? It is contamination of natural, environmental as well around us, and that could be harmful to the ecosystem also. That was pollution. The second question is what are pollutants? Pollutants also we all have discussed. They could be affecting natural functioning of the ecosystem by causing harmful effects on abiotic and biotic factors, and these are the pollutants. Then what is acid rain? Acid rain also we all have discussed with the chapter. Oxides of sulfur and nitrogen are released in the atmosphere through burning of coal, timber, fuel oils, and our vehicles that we run on the roads. They release certain gases, and these oxides mix with the rainwater and form acids like sulfuric acid, nitric acid, nitrous acid. These acids mix with raindrops and snowflakes and come down as rain. That is called as acid rain. Okay. Next question is about greenhouse effect. What is the greenhouse effect? In earlier classes also we all have discussed this, that carbon dioxide present in a very less quantity in the atmosphere, and it plays very important role in absorption of the solar heat. What happens? Carbon dioxide have increased nowadays because of industrialization and all, and effect of this carbon dioxide on Earth is on its temperature directly. Carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane, CFC, such gases, what they do, they trap the solar energy and the heat near the Earth's crust, and we face heating, global warming, and that is due to the greenhouse effect caused due to mostly carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane like gases. Okay. Then which are visible pollutants known to you? Visible pollutants are the pollutants which we can see with our eyes. Smog, dust, filled fog is the best known example of visible pollutants. Okay. And the last question is, what are invisible pollutants then? Now, invisible pollutants, from the name itself, we can understand that we cannot see these pollutants, but they are present mixed up with our air, and we are breathing them. We are facing problems due to them, irritation of the eyes and sore throat and lung problems we are facing nowadays because of these invisible pollutants. These are mostly sulfur dioxide and nitrous oxide mixed with the air that we are breathing, but we cannot see them, so we are not doing anything to avoid them. Next questions are certain long answer questions. Here, first question is, give 2 examples of each of water, soil and air pollution from your residential area. So this is personal response. Water pollution, you all are observing in the taps, in the nalis moving in front of your homes, or certain polluted water coming in your drinking water taps, isn't it? Or water stagnant in your cooler tanks where the mosquitoes are breeding. That is example of your water pollution. Soil pollution, you can say that certain plants are not growing in your pots or courtyard. Why? Because soil must have lost its fertility, because you must have used certain chemicals to grow the earlier crops or earlier plants over there, rose plants and all. And for air pollution, if you think, if you are residing beside a highway, traffic pollution, very heavy traffic is moving along your rooms, you can face this type of problem. So you can write any out of these as an example. Okay. This personal response, you know, around your residential area, what all things are happening. Next question is, how does the pollution occur due to vehicles? When vehicles are not properly serviced and they release a much amount of gas and they are not properly maintained. In such cases, they consume more fuel like petrol and diesel and create a lot of pollution in the air. So what we have to do is give the names of vehicles that cause least pollution. Least pollution causing vehicle will be the electric vehicles nowadays that are running on our roads. So better to buy a battery electric running vehicles on the road. Next question is, what are natural reasons for water pollution? Natural reasons for water pollution are certain aquatic weeds that are growing in our water bodies, then decomposing matter like plants and animal dead bodies, then certain sludge that is carried away with the river flow, microorganisms and fungus and bacteria that are growing up in the decaying in water, Then algal growth, that also pollutes the water. And nematodes are the small organisms that if we consume with drinking water, they can cause intestinal infections, and that could be very serious. So these small microorganisms mixed with rainwater and all could be very harmful. Next question is about suggest 4 preventive measures for air pollution. For air pollution preventive measures, if you think about, you see smoke emerging from factories should be controlled for pollution, isn't it? Certain filters and arresters can be fitted at their mouth so that the air will be filtered and coming out in the open. Then proper disposal of stinking waste should be done. Either they should be burnt off, otherwise they will give a bad smell. Then control of atomic tests, chemical weapons and all should be there, properly done. If leakage will be there, then it could be a grave problem. And control or ban over chlorofluorocarbon production is very necessary, which is released by all the cooling instruments that we are using. We should say that ACs and refrigeration centers, from their CFC gas is released that deteriorate the ozone layer around our Earth, and harmful effects of the ultraviolet rays from the sun we are facing because of that. Okay, so these 4 measures we can give. Then explain relation between greenhouse effect and global warming. Now, greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, if they are going to trap the solar energy near our Earth, and obviously we are going to face this heating problem near the Earth's surface, global warming is happening, and because of global warming, this is our Earth, and the greenhouse gases like CO2, NO2 are trapping the solar energy, trapped solar heat, we can say, that is the sun's energy is trapped near our Earth, and obviously the heat of the Earth is increasing. The Earth is facing global warming. And because of global warming, you see the glaciers which are at the polar region, North Pole and South Pole of the Earth, glaciers are melting, and you can understand because of melting of the glaciers what can happen. The ocean level, sea level is increasing, and many part of the Earth is going under water slowly. Okay, so all these things are happening, and greenhouse effect is directly related to global warming this way. What we have to do next is construct 2 slogans, each on air, water and soil pollution, that we were doing since childhood. I think save water, save air, and all those things we have done already. You can make it out of your own. Next thing is classify the following pollutants into natural and man-made categories. Very easy. Sewage is man-made problem, pollution. Dust is natural. Pollen grains are natural. Chemical fertilizers is man-made. Vehicular smoke is man-made. Algae is a natural pollutant. Then pesticides are man-made, and waste of animals and birds are also natural pollutants. So very easily we can separate man-made and natural pollutants this way. So I think after hearing this session, you can solve all the question answers in your fair copies, and you have to note down, complete your work, and ask for doubts if you have any. Okay.